the Banshee took out. It looks like he's not going to be really. Looks like they just Raven was able to spot that Banshee, and the Vikings did take out that Banshee. So these siege tanks probably would be the best things for siege tanks are to get him up here actually. But what he's probably he's going to be pushing out now. He does have a lot of Marines and tanks, so he is very. Right now, he's in a very good position to be pushing out right now. However, Fenix is going to be able to spot this. Unfortunately, now QXC did make a smart move. He did kill off these scouts right here. But now Fenix is going to take action. He is probably going to get this tank into siege mode. He is going to prepare for this mass army coming. This is a pretty big army. I'm not sure if Fenix is going to be able to hold this off. However, Fenix was able to build some missile turrets to kind of get this Banshee out of the way. It looks like QXC is laying down a couple more supply depots. We're going to be seeing a major push right now. Phoenix is laying down a bunker right now, and it looks like that Phoenix and QXC are going to be. We're going to see a big battle right here. Phoenix is probably going to lose his siege tank. Unfortunately, okay, he just lost his siege tank. Marines and Marauders cannot do anything right now, considering these siege tanks are in siege mode and they can't do anything right now. Phoenix needs to get this tank into siege mode and make sure he controls this area, or else he's going to lose this economy, but it'll be a good game for him because I do not see how Fenix is going to be able to hold up against these mass siege tanks and Vikings. He does lay this scout down. He does lay this guy down. So does QXC. So he does realize how serious the situation is. Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to take down this. We do see a big Marauder Marine push. This tank is not going into siege mode. He is setting out some SUVs right now to try and take out these siege tanks. Looks like he's going to be able to prevail. So far, he killed all the siege tanks. This siege tank did not go into siege mode at all. Very good move for Fenix player. I'm very surprised he survived that attack. He's in a very good position right now. He does stem these bile units right now. He needs to get these Marines right here on this scout so he can make sure that nothing, no more pushes come out. He is able to snipe out that Banshee. Very, very good move for Fenix, for the Blue Terran player. He is pumping out a lot of bile units, couple tanks at a time, and he is going drop ships. So this has turned into one really big game. It looks like he's going to be laying down a command center right here. Marines are going to destroy these destructible rocks, and we're going to be seeing a gold expansion for the Terran player, for Fenix, and he is going to lay down the command center. We usually see this in a lot of games. Sometimes Terran players will just build a command center and they'll just lift it off and go right here as soon as these rocks are destroyed. It saves a lot of time. Banshee is doing some scouting right now, and it looks like we did see another air unit get lost to this little armor right here. We are going to go to QXC's base and see what he's doing. He is getting a third expansion as well. He's laying down his command center right here. Does have quite a few siege tanks. Has a pretty healthy army right now. Has Marauders and Marines, and he's got 3 siege tanks. So he just needs to make sure that he watches it, because Fenix is in a little bit of a commanding lead right now with the economy. He does have 2 fully saturated bases right now. In the units tab, it looks like they're still a little bit somewhat even with SUVs. QXC did lay down a couple mules. He's really going mule heavy. Not much for scanning. He does have, I believe he does have a Raven. I'm not sure if it was destroyed or not, but Ravens are very crucial in a game like this because you can be able to take out these Banshees no problem. That scan was laid down by this command center, as you can tell. Usually with 2 command centers with orbitals, you want to make sure that you have just enough energy for 1 scan in case something like that ever happens, in case they pass these missile turrets or something. So QXC is doing a little bit of a scout right now. He does know that there are missile turrets here from Fenix, so he cannot really do much of an airdrop. We do see Fenix. He is kind of pushing out right now. He's I'm not sure if he noticed that that QXC is putting this command center down, but if Fenix wants to make a move, he needs to make it right now, because so far QXC is not really in a good position. His tanks are in siege mode, and his Marines are right in front of his siege tanks, and he can probably scout this command center easily. This red SUV is. Looks like this red SUV is going to be doing this well. He does notice that these siege tanks are here. Fenix does lay down a scan. He is going to notice this command center with an orbital command. Fenix is in a very, very good position right now. He has 3 expansions right now. Is getting a 3rd orbital command up. His army is everywhere. He needs to combine his army up. But, he does have a lot of bio units. These Banshees would be really good when taking down these tanks. Those Banshees can take down those tanks. Then Fenix could roll right in with these tanks, get him in a good position. He should be able to take out this army right here. He couldn't really do much right here, as we can see. These siege tanks did somewhat notice a little bit of a Marine Marauder push right here. Siege tanks are very, very good. They are probably the most powerful units to when they have the high ground. They can do. We're going to see a little bit of a Viking Marine drop. Medevac was destroyed. Vikings are destroying these missile turrets. A little bit of a harass right now. looks like Fenix is going to be able to deflect this. I don't think QXC has enough. He is going to use all of his units. Very good move for QXC. However, he wasn't able to do the economic damage he wanted to do, but he did pull it off pretty well. He needs to get these SUVs. These SUVs are not working right now. They need to try and move around over here. But his orbital command, I think since he put his orbital command down, he can't load in any SUVs, so he can't really move out of his SUVs in any good spots right now. We do see QXC pushing out. He's going to kill these siege tanks. Before the siege tank, it looks like the Fenix is not going to kill these siege tanks. Very good move. He's probably going to destroy the rest of this stuff. He has a lot of Marines and Marauders. However, these siege tanks were in siege mode, and he couldn't really do much of a damage. However, this Banshee was able to take out some of these Marines. Marines did go stim, and the medevac is healing. We're probably going to be seeing some medevacs pull up these SUVs going over to this third expansion over here. We do see that. Fenix is basically containing QXC. QXC really cannot make a move right now. He's not really in an okay position. He needs to excuse me. He needs to change his strategy up a little bit, because siege tanks. He needs to undeploy these siege tanks in order to get to hit this army right here to put him over here. But he's not going to undeploy. I mean, it'd be very unwise for him to undeploy. He needs to have the defensive position right now. However, he needs to get down this third expansion. We do see the third expansion going down. Isn't pumping out any SUVs right now. He is laying down a lot of mules. I'm sorry, a couple of mules, and he's going to be trying to get this base going too. But we do see Fenix is in a very, very commanding lead. He does have defense here. He's got defense. He's got missile turrets built back up here. He's got some siege tanks. So, and we do see Fenix is now scouting. He did scout the orbital command. I'm sorry, the command center. He's probably going to be able to take down these mules. This command center cannot do much of an economic, cannot give the economic advantage that QXC is looking for. So it looks like that he's going to have to back off. We do see Viking right now is kind of doing a little bit of harassment with these medevacs. Unfortunately, this medevac does not have anything in the inside. So really not much of a big deal for Fenix. But QXC really needs to make a move right now. He's kind of struggling right now. Fenix does have him contained. He did lay down a siege tank. He is doing a pretty good he did do a pretty good economic, did kill a lot of some of these SUVs. These Marines were able to snipe out this siege tank. It would have been better if Fenix laid his put these Marines inside the dropship and put the Marines right on the siege tank, so the siege tank really couldn't do much. I think he lost just a couple Marines to the siege tank, but it's no big deal. He does have a commanding lead right now. He's in a very good position. This base is almost saturated, and so far we only see Fenix running on one base. He really cannot do much. He's going to make a push out right now. Fenix, let's scout this. However, he's laying down these siege tanks. Siege tanks doing a lot of damage. However, I don't think it's going to be enough to kill off these Marauders and Marines. More siege tanks come in from Fenix. Banshee's coming in. Looks like not much, and it's a good game from QXC. Fenix did a very good job, right? Keeping his units together. Getting that high yield expansion was very crucial. QXC was not able to expand just as much. It was a good move for Fenix player. He was able to scout this base over here. A lot of Terran players, since they can lift off the command centers, a lot of Terran players love to go for the islands. They like to get missile turrets and Marines just in the planetary fortress. Usually, as we noticed, both Terran players had no planetary fortresses, because really for planetary fortresses, it's kind of useless when you're going against the Terran player because of siege tanks and Banshees. Except that they had missile turrets, but siege tanks mainly can destroy missile turrets and command centers. So yeah, a lot of times most of the time you will not see any Terran players going for any planetary fortresses. So it was a very good game from Fenix player. Very surprised he was able to get a lot more expansions. Did very good. I don't think he was in any danger. He did have a little bit of a downfall right here when these Banshees did hit and the Raven did hit his economy, but he was still able to pull up the second expansion right here as QXC was just laying down his. So commanding lead, Fenix. I give him props. Better luck next time for QFC. This was a very, very fun TVT match, and I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching. GTR Starcraft signing out.